So these are our EDT bottle, our perfume bottle. And the difference is that they are sandblasted and our body oil are transparent. We worked a lot on this because we wanted to go really, really in the feminine direction. So what you can see is the arabesque. And those arabesques are coming from our history. We decided, okay, we have to move to a beautiful bottle because we are in a new age. But we have to give our customers the idea that we were here before, and it's not just yesterday that we were born. So that's why we did this. And here, I know it will be difficult, but if you see in the cap, in fact, you have like petals of roses. We worked it also because we wanted to really show how feminine this line is. And that's also why we choose all those three colors. Like this is a feminine line. The fuchsia, the gold, the beige, the arabesque, it's very feminine, yeah? So here, for example, we have Ambre Vanille. Ambre Vanille is my favorite.
Your favorite, okay.
You know how perfume is built? Have you ever heard about that?
No, if you tell a couple of words, it will be very interesting for me personally and for our clients as well.
It's like a cocktail, in fact. You have three levels, we call them notes. So three notes, the head notes, the bottom notes, the hard notes, and the bottom notes. And they don't mix. It's really like a cocktail. So the first note is the head note. It's the one you smell just when you spray the perfume. So this is the first note of Ambre Vanille. And you have a mix of a lot of flowers in the olfactive pyramid.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's not only that it will be amber and vanilla. You will have different flowers inside. Then the hard note will be what you will smell maybe in an hour or two. And it will last until the bottom note arrives, maybe this evening. And then the perfume will be not very different, but the other flowers will come. I'll give you the olfactive pyramid after.
Okay.
What we did in ECoudray is that we choose in two vanilla fragrance. Not that we just say, okay, there is women like this and women like that, because we understand that we can change. The life changes, sometimes we change. But the flowers are flowers. You cannot reinvent a flower. Or then after it's synthesis things. But the flowers are flowers. So what can we do with the flowers is just to attract the women. Like we can try, the flowers are attracted, I don't know, the bees or, you know, the perfumes shall attract the women first. Because we are buying the products, not the men. Well, sometimes they do. But first of all, they will understand what you like, and then after they will buy. So we do have this démarche to do. Okay, so we thought, okay, vanilla, we will have a lot of women that will like it, really. But not vanilla only. It has to be mixed with a very good thing. It has to have a wake, very, very nice. And in Ambre Vanille, that's what you get. You get these wakes where people will say, oh, what are you wearing? Yeah, I can assure you, I was in the subway one evening, and it was rush hour, so full of people, and I was just... And I could feel the eyes of a young man, just really young, maybe 17 or 19. And I could feel he was just looking at me. And he was with one of his friends, and I was, rush hour, can you imagine everybody around you? And I was like, oh my God, I hope he will not say something to me just now. And that's what he did. Excuse me, madame. And I said, wow. And everybody was looking at me, and I could see my cheek flush. And I said, yes. And he said, what is the perfume you wear? And he was red like an apple. And I said, it's Ambre Vanille de ECoudray. I was speaking slow, very low. And he said, what? And everybody was like, and I was red,
Who's this lady? You know, what was unique about her?
And I said, well, it's Ambre Vanille de ECoudray. Oh, thank you. I want to buy it for my girlfriend. I said, wow.
You're my client, guy. Welcome to my company. So tell me something. A lot of companies that making a lot of tests, you know, to find a perfume which helps to attract the man. You know, it's not a secret for every female. Every female, when she walks on the street and she feels wanted,
yeah,
and
that's what we need.
That's, you know, her level. I'm
exactly,
a woman.
exactly.
Do you have any ingredients in your perfume? If it's not a secret, you know, I would love to hear it.
That gives this attraction?
Yes, like hormonal attraction?
Not really. In fact, it's the mix that we have. So, for example, we have musk and freesia. And the musk, this one is synthetic because, you know, we cannot work now with the real natural musk because it was from an animal. So today is a synthesis things. But it's a great one. I will make you smell it. Okay. So we could say, okay, it's the musk. And the musk was used to attract because it's a real hormonal thing. So, but in fact, what we are looking for is just to encounter the feeling of the woman, more than to encounter their hormonal sense. Because a woman is not really reacting with her hormones. Men does, but the women, they are cerebral.
And I think, you know, it just crossed my brain, what you are doing with the females, maybe it will give you a hint for the future. You know, Sharon Stone said once, I don't consider myself a beautiful woman, but I know how to walk inside the room as beautiful woman. Just remember, you know, when the female, she feels confident that she's unique, she's beautiful. You know, the world is changing around her. Exactly. Not opposite way. So
yeah, it comes from the inside. Exactly, yeah. Exactly. It comes from the inside, and I agree with Sharon Stone. Well, but she's a beautiful woman. She should say it. So this one is musk and freesia. So you can see also that we in fact we worked with the colors also.
You see my reaction?
Yeah, I did.
I'm sorry, you told me this is your favorite one, but that's a great one.
This one is musk and freesia.
It's
a very sensual one.
Yeah, straight away, I have a reaction on it. I don't know about men. Can you smell it? Try to smell it. You just smell it. Скажи мне.
Very well.
Okay.
So this is the second one. We have only 5, so I wouldn't like to bother you with the smell because when you smell a lot of perfume, normally it's okay. But with 5, it should be fine. And also we go towards different fragrances that have each a certain identity. So it is not like, okay, I'm again. It's more like, oh, and this one is really, really different. So this one is Jacinthe et Rose, Hyacinth and Rose. And it's one of the favorites in England because of the rose. Yeah. And sometimes you could have women that says, oh, no, rose, it gives me headache, because sometimes roses are strong. But the mix that we did with the hyacinth is really amazing, really. Here. So you can imagine what could be a hyacinth and what could be a rose, but the mix is and also there is so many other flowers.
Summer, yeah, quiet for summer later, maybe daytime.
Yeah.
This one is sweet evening. This one is erotic.
Erotic.
This one I would say it's really like, you know.
It's more.
I want to go to work in the office.
Yeah.
I want to be nice, but not extremely attractive because it's my working time.
Yes.
I want to be discreet.
Yeah, that's it. Exactly. That's a description. Vanilla and cocoa.
Okay.
It is the vanilla and the cocoa, but it's not only vanilla and cocoa again. But during the summertime, one of my friends is wearing it when she comes at home with it. It's always like she is coming from the beach. It's great. You can imagine the sun around her. Yeah, it goes very well with her skin and. Well, it's her identity, really.
Okay.
It's really a great sweet and.
It's like, you know, for Barbie woman.
Yeah.
Yeah, it gives you like blonde hair, but more feminine than completely something like sweet, rose pink, you know.
Exactly.
Coquette.
Yeah. You can really visualize the women like that. You can really give them.
You have women, for example, females, they're 40, but you still think, you know, she's a darling, she's a small girl,
exactly.
And she loves to be.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the last one is Givrine. Sorry, I will make it here. So Givrine is the fresh one.
Yeah. Fresh breeze. Just fresh breeze.
Just fresh.
Air, wood.
Yeah.
You know.
White flowers.
Yeah, good one.
So it's very short. It's only 5 fragrances. But then, as I said, it's a perfume body line, so it's not finished.